Okay, we want to take you live to mayoral candidate Mark Saunders in Scarborough discussing his plan to protect Toronto's future. Let's listen in live.
Right across our cities, right across our neighborhoods, even on TTC property, we are seeing that this issue has magnified, it has not decreased. In fact, about a month ago, my wife and I were talking to one of our sons who was on a bus, and right on the bus, somebody came on and started to light up a meth pipe. So this is the kind of disorder that we're having. Our city's moving in the wrong direction, and it's impacting absolutely everybody. Whether it's people that are dying as a result of it, whether it's a mom, father, or son picking up needles in the park, or whether or not in some neighborhoods people have naloxone kits at their front door. Over the last 3 years, when we talk about drug overdoses, it has skyrocketed compared to the 3 years prior to that. If we look at a time frame between October of 2021 and September of 2022, 500 overdose deaths have been recorded. And they're not just numbers. They're mothers, their fathers, aunts, uncles, their sons and daughters. One of the things that we need to do, and one of the things that I will do as mayor, is I will immediately call on council to stop the irresponsible decision of requesting the federal government decriminalize all drugs, especially when we're talking about our youth, our people between the ages of 12 to 17. It's like we're giving up, and we can't give up. We can do so much better as a city. That's why, as mayor, I want to introduce a comprehensive and compassionate plan that will have holistic solutions, not just solutions that look at it from the direction it's going in now. So first, one of the things I'll do is I will revise the Toronto Overdose Action Plan to focus on treatment and recovery and make sure that we utilize fundings in those capacities versus just the supervised sites. Next, I'll set up a working group and service providers and experts to develop strategies to support treatment and recovery as a priority. Third, I'll work with the province to create a more inpatient option for those in need of treatment. Options like 24/7 emergency intakes, referrals to community health providers, and connection to care teams such as social workers and other staffs that'll be necessary. And fourth, since Toronto is the epicenter for this particular situation, it's important that we have federal and provincial involvement to make sure that we can get the right numbers of beds and staff in accordance to help resolve this problem. Enough is enough. We have to make sure that we do everything we possibly can for some of our most vulnerable members of our community, and we have to do it the right way. And that's why, as mayor, with my experience, I believe that I can move this discussion and this issue in the right direction to a much more improved, healthy, vibrant city, a city that we all can move forward in, that can be prosperous and provide the opportunities for so many of us to live the Canadian dream. And having said that, I'll take some questions.
Morning, sir. Affordable housing is another major issue in the city, with plenty of people with low income needing a place to live. What do you plan to do to create more and help those dealing with bad landlords?
Yeah, so good question, and I can tell you there is a very large platform that I have for that. Today, though, keeping it in the strand of when we talk about substance use, one of the things that's key and critical is making sure we have the right resources in there, and included in that is having an opportunity for transition houses. So people right now that are dependent on drugs, but we know that when we turn that direction around and these people now become members of communities that can now be able to live properly and have family and get a job. So included in that affordability, it has so many strands, and we'll have the opportunity to later discuss that on a platform.
Sort of a follow-up to that, Olivia Chow this morning announced that she wants to increase funding for nonprofits to buy property and add more rent bank. The idea of a rent bank for tenants, do you have a reaction to that?
You know, within my platform, there is the affordable ownership as well, too. Totally different direction. Certainly not at the expense of gouging every member of the community to pay more taxes. My plan is reducing taxes or keeping taxes as low as possible, because I understand the taxpayers being reached into their pockets from so many people. We have to make sure that we do it right. Look at the existing funds that are on the table right now. How can we modify and change and make sure we can deliver the models better? And in the discussion I'm talking about, treatment and recovery are so critical in order for us to be successful. And I'm not seeing that right now. And as mayor, I'll make sure that that is at top of mind. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, we've been listening in to former police chief Mark Saunders announcing his plan for Toronto's future.